I know that you have been an art teacher, an artist for some time. And how far can art take people in the search for truth, for who they are?
First important thing is not the art, but the heart.
The heart.
Yeah, if they are really already, some longing is there, and how that longing comes, I cannot say. If there's already a longing, is more for that to find truth, more greater than to develop art, then you can learn from everything. Everything becomes a mirror to one who is sensitive, whose mind is turned towards the self, the pure self. Then everything becomes your teacher, actually. You see? But for most, we indulge these ideas that this practice will take you to the self. I have not found it like that. I found that it's we have this type of ability to make anything seem as though it is important. That everything is reflecting and helping you to become more yourself. Then I've not really seen any real evidence that any particular practice or interest outside of the direct urge to discover truth, that any of these actually are that helpful, you see, in themselves and of themselves.
Why are people so reluctant to go in, to find out who they are, do you think?
Because who they are not is very attractive. You see, you can play, you can dream, you can become anything you want. It's like this. This is the allure of the mind. Is that like this? This is the apparent adventure, you see, to become this. And even with knowing who you are, even this play may not stop, but it's not harmful anymore. You see, all this universe is somehow the kind of playground of the beingness. But somehow the people, they feel that there's a risk, there's a huge sacrifice to make. If I have to go to discover the truth, then I must give up all my sweeties, because they imagine through our negative conditioning also, cultural and religious conditioning, that to find the truth will come at a very high price. You must give up all that is beautiful and enjoyable in order to find the truth. It's a huge lie.
It is a huge lie.
It is a huge lie, yeah.
So there's no price, there's no sacrifice.
There is no price. Maybe the sacrifice of your ignorance is how I
Sounds like a
put
great
it.
sacrifice. You have advised us to realize 100%, not 3/4.
Yes.
How is 100% different to 3/4?
3/4 in the sense of the search for truth is not going to be good enough. 98% won't be good enough. 98% in terms of your attitude. You see, like somehow if you're keeping something back, sometimes we're holding back on something that you feel, maybe it's an attachment, that you feel I cannot put that to the fire. And by putting it to the fire, I mean to really take the risk, the apparent risk of exposing something that you might see to be not true, and that you have so much investment, you see, in this thing, that you don't want to take the risk to see that it is an illusion. So you may hold back. And so this holding back is in some way a compromise you've made in yourself. Nobody else needs to know about it. Silently, very subtly, you make this contract. And so you don't move in. There's always a fear to surrender completely to the unknown or to that which is, because you're harboring some secret, you see.
Is that what you encourage us to do here in satsang? To
If you
use
are,
the opportunity
yes,
to discover this?
Because I know that there's nothing really in the truth to be afraid of.
No.
You see, I know it's what your heart longs for. And that when the ignorance is removed, when the doubts are removed, and you're again in your natural state, you see, it's effortless, and you're fully at peace. You're fully alive also. You're not a Buddha statue. You are completely alive in this, you see. No one has to convince you that this is right, you see, or this is you. None of this is needed. You are completely empty and in your original innocence. It's something very fresh, you see. So I would not say that somehow anything less than total willingness to recognize this with completely open eyes, be willing to move in that. Any sort of hesitation or secret or, that's been kept, I say, put it to the fire. Be willing to come fully